going down. I understand, y'all. Yo, it's going down. Yeah. It's the daily. Y'all think it ain't when it is. Yo, actually, it's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I got to get on my thing. It's going to be all right, though. We're going to get it right. And what we talking about this morning, on this Sunday morning, give a stretch, I'm on and yawning, to the break of dawn in. We're talking about no opinion formed against me shall prosper. No opinion formed against me shall prosper. So today, we're going to talk about the opinions that people hold for us, whether they are for us, against us, about us, and how we look at that. What do you think about people's opinions of you? We say all the time, like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. I said that everybody has one. What's going on, Carol Chamberlain? Me Favorita's all up in the house. How you feeling? Good to see me, some you. And T. Carrie Wright, thanks for coming through. And I'm glad to see both of you. You know it's true. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? So, no opinion formed against me shall prosper. We say all the time that we don't really care what people think about us and how they feel about us or whatever. But is that 100% true? I don't know. I'll question it to you. I don't know if it's true for me or for you. Actually, I know if it's true for me. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not relevant, see? But if I care about a person, or if I care about what you think, or if I respect you, then why wouldn't I care about the opinion that you hold about me? It might be something good. It may be something helpful. It may be something that could get me to the next level, keep me away, and make sure that I'm doing all right. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, baby. The 27th. We only got 3 more days. September is pretty much a wrap. Gonna give you all a little dab. Libra time, 27 for Libra, all up in the house. How y'all feeling, man? You know what I'm saying? All the balance scales, the scales, was good. Good to see me, y'all. Good to see y'all, me. What up, Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from around 11-ish till around 12:30-ish. And the reason that we say around 12:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday, and it's kind of all right. It's a little overcast, but it's all right. Weather-wise, it's feeling all right. You can wear long sleeves or short sleeves. It's going to be all right. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up. We take an introspective look into our own personality to decide how or to see how we fit into this universe and this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R, baby. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show on a Sunday, and I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling the same way. So, no opinion formed against me shall prosper. What is your normal first reaction when you know that somebody has something to say about you personally? What is your normal reaction? Do you normally feel some kind of way about it? Like, who is you? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I forgot. I'm throwing off this morning. Like, I don't know what I'm doing and all that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing and all that. So this is what we're going to have to do. Because I came a little unprepared today. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to have to do. Since I'm not set up for success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apple juice because, I like to have a little beverage. You know what I mean? While I'm rapping, y'all, I got to have a little beverage. So let me cut the label off of this thing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't go shopping at places that ain't representing. Let me make sure I get it out of the camera shot. Right? Get no free advertising over here. You get no free advertising on here. I do for you what you would do for me. There we go. Apple juice. We got some apple juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drink some of this apple. Carol Chamberlain talking about something. I got my smoothie on deck. You with one and I'm without one. My shit is set up, but I didn't pour it in the cup. I ain't pour it up. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be cutting into y'all valuable time, to mix the joint. So what is your first reaction when you know that somebody has an opinion against you? An opinion about you that was unsolicited. Like you didn't ask somebody or anybody what they thought about you, but they offered it. They just straight put it out there. But I think this is what I think about you. This is what I think you do. This is what I think. This is what what's your first reaction? I know that for what I do personally, people form opinions about me all the time. I'm sort of like an anomaly. Like, well, he seems to be this way, but he could easily be that way or whatever. So it's something that you have to deal with. So I have to deal with people giving me their opinions of how I am all the time. And sometimes it's a situation where I welcome the opinions. Like, all right, so, tell me what you think, because I may want to improve or expound on something or take something to the next level or fix it. I want to know if what I think is good or what I have said is good is really good. And of course, there are times when I've heard people's opinions of me and I'm like, what kind of shit is that? But that's more of a personality thing. I think that there may be different reactions to when somebody gives an opinion on what they think of your personality and what they think about your actions. Because somebody's opinions of your actions can be totally screwed up and it still may work for you. Like you may be doing something that looks like it's good on the outside, but you may be doing it with negative intentions. But if somebody only sees the good part of it, their opinion of you is that you look out for people, that you a good soldier, that you be representing, that you care about people. When the reality may be that you just wanted to set somebody up to get dished. You want to set somebody up to have an opinion formed about them that is inaccurate. You understand what I mean? And then there are people who give their opinions about you who really may not have your interest at heart at all. They may have written you off or they may have dismissed you as being one way or another. And they may have painted you in a box. And I think that's a little tough when somebody has given an opinion about you and they're expressing their opinion about you to others and they haven't taken what you feel or haven't given you a chance to clear up, clarify, straighten out, or fix whatever their opinion of you was. Like, for example, a lot of men out here get called dogs. Oh, he ain't nothing but a dog. Some men might laugh it off. But if you're a man who doesn't want to be looked at in that way, you might be like, nah, I ain't nobody no dog. I mean, but a dog is a man's best friend, right? But I know that's not the dog that you mean. So you might not want to be looked at as a dog. Some men may not have an opinion about that either way, or care about anybody's opinion about that either way. Like, you ain't nothing but old dog. You're a womanizer. You just out here. Okay. Like, take this opinion. A man, we're going to start off with the men, but a man has multiple children by multiple women. Let's say he has 6 children and he has 6 baby moms, or let's say 5. You know what I mean? We're gonna give a motherfucker a chance. 4, 6 children, 4 baby mothers. Some people would look at that situation and be like, this motherfucker don't never use condoms. He don't practice safe sex. He just stick anybody. And you know that you've heard people say that. Like, okay, so if he has 4 baby moms, are you saying that it's evident that he had unprotected sex with 4 women? Are those the only women that he has had sex with, or are you extrapolating? For those of you who never took statistics class, extrapolating is when you have a test sample about something and you can predict that this is what it's going to do in the future. So it's an extrapolation. If you fuck all of these chicks raw, then you gonna fuck all the rest of them raw too. It's an extrapolation. It's really a guess. In statistics, it's not a guess because you're following some statistical data that shows that this is the pattern that has been going for. But in our opinions, the reason that it's our opinion is because we don't know. We don't know for sure. We only know by the evidence that's presented right there in front of us. You know, so many men will be looked at as being sexually reckless and just being out there because they have multiple children with multiple women. Very, very rarely will you hear the opinion of somebody about a man who has multiple children by multiple women. Very rarely will you hear people say, oh, he falls in love all the time. So he fell in love 6 times. I mean, 4 times. Same thing with a woman who has multiple children by multiple fathers. Don't let a woman have 4 children by 4 different fathers. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Because motherfuckers will try to fight off their negative opinions, but on a low, they like, look, one thing, look, there are a couple of things that are happening here. Either this chick got garbage twat and will let anybody nut up in her, but they ain't sticking around. And they ain't even have a second baby with her. It's either that or she just fuck anything. Like she just open her legs to anybody. You just gonna have a baby by anybody. Very rarely, and I'm not saying never, but very rarely will they say, well, she was probably involved in 4 serious relationships and children came out of it, but a marriage didn't come out of it. People's opinions don't often, let me not say not often, but a lot of times people's opinions don't lend the benefit of the doubt. People be having their opinions to diss. A lot of times on some self-righteous shit. So what happens when it's you that they are forming their opinion against or about? I need to stop saying against. Let me try to remember to say form an opinion about. The beauty I cannot see. Cherry is all up in the house. How you feeling, ma? A Cinderella, Dana Dane. Oh, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. How you feeling, ma? Good to see you coming through. Cheryl Hudson says, when people throw things out there, that means I'm doing something right or wrong. That drew the attention. As long as you keep it respectful, give it to me. Opinions are just like that. I like it or I don't. Very rational answer. Very rational answer. But you know how it goes, Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. You know how it goes, Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. A lot of times people will offer their opinions at the time when you ain't trying to hear that shit. They will offer their opinions at the fucking at your most emotional moments. Some people will straight insult you and try to write it off as just an opinion. I was just giving my opinion on it. Like you said, the motherfucker ain't shit, ain't never been shit, ain't never gonna be shit. It's just an opinion. So when we say no opinion formed against me shall prosper, we are basically writing off all opinions about us. And it's a protective mechanism. Psychologically, it's a protective mechanism because we don't want people to say nothing bad about us. We already doing bad. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you at your most vulnerable moment. You at your most vulnerable moment, motherfuckers will come at your neck like, yo, you already see him over here hurting and shit. You see me over here drinking this brandy and shit, disguising it as apple juice. You know this shit ain't never. Those niggas know this ain't no brandy. But anyway, yeah. Opinions often come at the wrong times for us. But regardless of how we try to blow it off, like, I don't give a fuck about what such and such think about me. Your mind doesn't have the capacity to just write it off. Because if it did, it would write off the good things that people say about you too. So if somebody thinks that you're pretty, or if they think that you're handsome, or they think that you're desirable, if they think that you're ambitious, or they think that you're admirable, or they think that you're the best thing since sliced bread, or if they think that you are just so great, or you are the most diligent parent, you are godlike. You are on God tier. You know, you got low tier, mid tier, top tier, and then you got God tier. You are on God tier. That's somebody's opinion of you. You gonna write that off? Probably not. But when we say that we don't care what people think about us, all right, well, you don't care about what the people who you care about think about you either. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, we got to deal with people that we actually care about. You know, people like our children, family, spouses, lovers, bosses, you know, our employers. The opinions that your employer has about you can have a direct determination on how far you'll be able to go. And you know that one of the worst, most demoralizing things that can happen to a person is for you to bust your ass, work hard as hell, and realize that you ain't going nowhere. You ain't getting no raise. You ain't getting no promotion. You're not advancing. Nothing is going to happen for you except for you're going to put more money and effort into somebody else's till, and it's not going to benefit you. You are basically involved in communism. Everybody gets paid the same thing. And your boss, manager, supervisor, employee, if you know that you're a hard worker, a conscientious employee, a team player, what happens when your superiors, for lack of a better term, when their opinion of you is that you're really lazy, you're shiftless, and you are cancer in the workforce? You busting your ass. You are busting your ass like crazy. But your boss's opinion of you is that if you are working hard, you only working hard for today and only working hard when I see you. Other times, I know for a fact that you're lazy. And you know how I know that you're lazy? We got video. You know, there's cameras all over here. So I see when you dip in the closet, when you dip in the janitor's closet, and you ain't no goddamn janitor. Hey, you went in the janitor's closet for 45 minutes? Yeah, I've been watching you. I see when you go into the bathroom and you in there for an hour and a half. An average of 45 minutes. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you eat a lot of fiber. But this is happening on a regular basis. I see when you have interactions with other employees in the hallways, corridors, or whatever, while you are on your way to wherever you're supposed to be going. So not only are you delaying your work, but you're holding up other people from working at the same time. What's going to happen when that's your boss's opinion of you? But you feel like you busting your ass, and maybe you are. Maybe his opinion of you is from a different time in your work history. Maybe he was right, he or she was right about their opinion of you before. But that's not the way it is now. You know, and that could be the damaging part. But the bottom line is we can say that we don't care about it, the way that anybody feels about us or what anybody's opinion of us is. But sometimes it may pay to care. I told my girl I loved her. She said, I don't think you love me. Fuck you mean? Well, if you love me, you would do. If you love me, you would be. If you love me, you would see. If you love me, you would do. If you love me, you would be. If you love me, you would see. I don't think you love me for real. I think I'm just a little time to kill the skills that you have grown and the affection you have shown. You only want me around when you want me around. You ain't really down. How that sound? You don't love me. You love what I am. You love what I do. You love your little scams. You love how you do me any way you want. You love me the way I never front. You love me the way you want to love me, not the way I want to be loved. This shit ain't really love. No, you don't love me. You love yourself. I said, you don't love me. You love yourself. I said, you don't love me. You don't love myself. Yo, that's just my opinion. This shit is real. You not gonna care about that? I don't give a fuck what she's talking about. I do love her. But you need to care about what her opinion of you is concerning that, because y'all are directly involved with each other, and it's going to make a difference in the way that y'all relationship plays out. It's going to make a big difference. It's going to have a determination about whether y'all can get along with each other or not. Do you understand? Okay, the beauty I cannot see Cherry says there are different rules for men and women. There are different rules, but guess what? The opinions of other people are different too, but a lot of times they're the same. You know? And I know what you mean. You probably talking about when I was talking about the multiple children by multiple parents or whatever. The thing is, neither one of them are looked upon favorably. I've never heard anybody say, "Yeah, he got seven kids by 7 baby moms. He a good dude." I ain't never heard no. The most out here is somebody say is he got 7 kids by 7 baby moms, but he do take care of all of them. Guess what? Women take care of all of this too. Not all women do, just like not all men do. So it's pretty consistent. Because a hoe is a hoe, male or female. You know, some people may excuse certain behaviors based on that gender, like you're talking about. But at the end of the day, your actions define who you are. And your actions are going to be reflective of your thought process. That's just the way it go. Shirley Cheryl says, one time when I almost lost it over an opinion is when my dad died, and someone said, y'all should have spent more time with him. What? You don't know me or my situation. Fight them or ignore them almost. Sure, that is a great. First of all, I'm sorry that somebody came like that, but people do that dumb shit. But that's a terrific example of what I'm talking about when I say that people want to offer their opinions at the wrong time. Yeah, we should have spent more time together. Guess what? Even if what you're saying is true, let's take into consideration that it was true. That's not going to stop him from dying on the day that he died. And it wasn't going to make me feel any less sad about it when he was, when he passed. Maybe I should have went to Temple instead of Penn State. Maybe. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I should have had a baby with somebody else instead of who I had a baby with. Maybe I should have been born a different. Listen, the Monday morning quarterbacking is on some shit, but timing is important. So you give somebody your opinion of themselves at a sensitive moment. It could end with a black eye. We don't want no black eyes. Who want a black eye? And don't get me wrong, I've seen women with a black eye, and I was like, you know what? Don't get me wrong. It's fucked up you got a black eye. But I'm going to tell you still cute. I ain't never seen nobody rock a black eye like you. You fine as. Let me get your number. Get your number. I'm saying I'm going to call you. You know what I mean? Maybe you need some legal advice about this black eye. That's assault. What's your name? Just back in the day. I ain't seen no women in my age range that look cute with a black eye. Like a black eye is very serious, when you in your 40s, 50s, and all that shit. But back in the day, be like, when I was in my 20s, like, damn. But that was only if a woman gave her a black eye, like, oh, you got in a fight with some chick and she blacked your eye. God damn. If you got in a fight with your man, like, nah, I'm gonna let y'all, and we ain't jumping in that pool. We good. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't finished rumbling. I'm gonna stay out of that ring. But anyway, yeah. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said, Emily. Good to see me some of you. M-A-M. Good to see me some of you. Thanks for coming on through. So we're talking about no opinion formed against me shall prosper. No opinion formed against me shall prosper. How do you deal with people's opinions of you? Your actions, your ways. Change your ways, son. We've all had to deal with our parents' opinion of us. We've all heard the way our parents think about us. And we got mad. And, that was a situation where we had to listen. Like, you got people talking about telling their parents, you don't really know me like that. Fuck you mean? Yeah, they do know you like that. No, they don't. Like, remember when you was a teenager and you first started fucking? You really ain't think your parents could tell, did you? I mean, like, you really didn't think that you showed signs of the crossover. Oh, you didn't start fucking until you got out of high school. I'm talking about the ones who ain't lying. Remember when you started fucking in high school and you really thought your parents didn't know? It was written all over your face. You don't have to say your word. You know that shit. You start feeling yourself. Thought you was grown because you got that cake cut. Or you was the knife that cut the cake. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all was so bold. Where my bold ass ex-teenagers at? The ones who asked, ask if their girlfriend or your boyfriend could spend the night. Yeah, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking. Don't act. Oh, okay. Everybody gonna play dumb. I get it. Yeah, everybody gonna play dumb. Like either they didn't ask if your boyfriend or girlfriend could stay over, or if they had like a brother or sister who did that shit, or you knew somebody who did it. Like you asked if your boyfriend could stay the night. Well, yeah, I mean, like he got problems at his house, and I would just ask if he could stay. He ain't have to sleep with me. Anyway, your parents form an opinion of you from birth. Parents normally know when their kids are going to be a star or going to be stars or not. They know what's in you because they know what's in themselves. And hopefully your parents know each other well enough to know what's in the other parent too. But they all have opinions. You all have opinions of each other. All right, y'all. Y'all can call into the show. If y'all want to call into the show, the number that I said the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, Sunday morning, 27th of September. And we are talking about no opinion formed against me shall prosper. How do you deal with people's opinions of you? Do you shy away from them? Do you confront them? Do you go right up to be like, do you change? Do you actually take people's critique of you or opinions of you into consideration and try to make adjustments to the positive? YS Books. What's going on, Miss Stokes? How you feeling? She says, that's not true. My mother always accused me of following behind a friend and had no idea of who the leader was. She knows now. That doesn't mean she didn't know you. Your parents can't be with you every waking moment of the day, but it doesn't mean that they don't know you. They know your personality. They've watched you grow. They've infused. The thing about parents that we have to take into consideration is, you know how when you watching your kids display your behavior and you don't believe that you taught them, and you may not have taught them that. You may have done everything in order to not teach them exactly what they're displaying. But there's this little thing called heredity and genetics, and it's undeniable, and the shit is fucking magical. It's really magical when it's positive. Like, look, I'm the son of Michael Jordan, and I can play good too. That's when it's fun. You know when it's not fun? When your child is unruly, when your child runs away, when your child lies a lot, when your child is sexually active at a young age, when they are super impressionable and think they know every fucking thing, just like you were. That's when it ain't fun. But you're watching your children as it happens. And sometimes you know how your children will make you be like, oh no. And ain't a goddamn thing you could do about it. You know why? Because it wasn't a goddamn thing that your parents could do. Now, maybe I said that a little prematurely, because there is something that you can do, but whatever didn't work for you is probably not going to work for them. So you're going to have to upgrade your parental tactics and skills, techniques in order to try to make this thing work. In the meantime, though, your opinion is going to be what it is. Now, if you didn't grow up around your children and you really don't know them, that's one thing. But other than that, shit. If anything, that's the thing that makes you do it. Like, I'm rebelling. If I gotta die, I'ma die in the hands of my man. Shit, I mean, on some real shit, there have been young women out here who had babies to break the oppressive hold that they felt their parents had on them. Like, well, if I have a baby of my own, not only would that catapult me into adulthood, but it will also give me somebody to love, and I will love my baby the way I should have been loved. Happens all the time. The beauty I cannot see Cherry says people can be very judgmental. Just walking to a new church or a new job. For me, I can read the energy. I hear you. And I think that judgmental or judging or making a judgment, I think that that's a word that we overuse. To me, a judgment is an opinion, and that's all it is. And I don't think that you can get through a day in your life without forming an opinion about something, because that means that you went through a day without learning anything. And that would actually be sad. That would be kind of sad to me. That's my opinion. Sure Husband says, sugar, honey, iced tea. If I asked my mom if a boy, let alone my boyfriend, could spend the night, you would know where all the Batman boom, pow, yeah, bow, wham. Yeah, that don't mean exactly, Cheryl. I didn't say that your parents said, yeah. I'm saying that you fucking was feeling yourself enough to ask. Yo, let's listen. I don't know about y'all, but I've known teenagers that said, well, you have sex with your boyfriend. I don't see why I can't have sex with mine. Your boyfriend spend the night. He don't live here. Why can't I've heard it. Y'all ain't never hear no? So y'all gonna tell me that I only grew up with the ratchet and shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? Nobody else grew up with a wayward teenager feeling him or herself all crazy, comparing their life experience to that of their parents. And no, they didn't all get punched in the mouth, slapped, or gripped up or hit with a belt. No, that didn't happen all the time. That's an urban legend too. You know what I mean? Thinking that it's an urban legend, thinking that whooping your kids can fix everything, and it's also an urban legend thinking that no black kids talk back to their parents. Shit. Why we have group homes? Y'all ever heard of a place called Glen Mills? Slayton Farms? But Slayton Farms not there anymore. Lafayette? That wasn't a home for even Hershey. Those weren't places. These are group homes in Philly. Job Corps. These were not places where obedient children ended up. It just wasn't. It was like, say it. Carol said, if a friend of my brother spent the night, my dad did not sleep. Trust me. I don't blame me. Carol says, yeah, neither is going to. Exactly. Sure Husband says, let me put it this way. I don't know any black kids around my age who talk back to their parents. Nowadays, yes. Well, yeah, I knew some. Because a lot of the dudes I grew up with ended up in Glen Mills, ended up at Slayton Farms, ended up going to Job Corps. A lot of them didn't graduate. See, that's what's wrong with y'all high school graduating, some college going to graduate. That's what's wrong with y'all. What happened? Like when friends that you had that came to school stopped coming to school, what did you do? Just forget them? Forget about them? You don't remember what happened to them? Did you ever, after you graduated and all that, did you remember like, did such and such transfer to another school? Because I don't remember seeing them after this grade or that grade or this semester, that semester, you know? Well, there were a lot of them. You name your high school and you really think about it. Like, yeah, some motherfuckers didn't walk. Some of them didn't graduate and some of them just stopped going. Especially, you know, in the 80s, it was the crack era. Niggas was getting out on that corner or wherever. They was selling that shit and getting mad dough. It was the get money era. A lot of them got killed. A lot of them got hurt. A lot of them got locked up. But hardly any of them kept going to school. They was already paid. Now, that's not the majority, but nonetheless, it's representative of the example that I'm trying to get. Yeah, kids talk back all the fucking time. If your mom is on drugs, and when your mom is on drugs, it's very hard to respect her judgment. And I'm not even just talking about her judgment in the form of an opinion. It's hard to trust her judgment of anything because more than likely she's going to start acting irresponsibly. I don't know about you. I knew people who had moms who turned the house into a crack spot, that kind of shit. This ain't a North Philly thing. I ain't grew up in North Philly. I grew up in Germantown. So if I know about it, I know other motherfuckers know about it too. I came from a working class neighborhood where motherfuckers went to college after they got out of high school. If they went to high school. Not everyone went. And I know, I'm dead serious. You graduate from Pickett, you go to Germantown or King. Those were the neighborhood high schools. Well, King still is, which makes no sense to me. But anyway, not everybody showed up for 9th grade. Like what? You didn't walk in 8th grade. And then you're not in school for 9th grade. Anyway, no opinion formed against me shall prosper. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And we are talking about no opinion formed against me shall prosper. So we say that we don't care what nobody thinks about us. Oh, yeah. Well, your spouse's opinion of you are that you are not a good spouse and that you're not worthy of someone being faithful to you. You're not worthy. That's their opinion of you. Don't matter. You don't care what they say. I mean, it's possible that you don't care. I think it's highly unlikely, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of strange things happen in this universe. Carol James says, that was my dad's threat. I will put you away. And the horror stories usually made you straighten up. Yeah, nobody, you know what I mean? You know, like, ain't nobody trying to go to no Boone. Like, how would you survive at Boone? Have y'all ever, you know, for people who are not from Philly, Daniel Boone was the school that children went to if they had really serious discipline problems. Daniel Boone. It was down there on Jefferson Street. What was it? Like around 25th and Jefferson, some shit like that. And it's funny because I never knew where it was until I actually was down there. We always used to hear like, oh shit, you're gonna get sent to Boone. You're gonna get sent to Boone. It was a punishment. But guess what? A lot of children went to Boone. A lot of children went to Boone. So people's opinions of you can make or break you in certain situations. People help their friends. or as I like to put it, people do things for their friends, or they do things for people that they like. They do things to people that they don't like. People do things for people that they like, and they do things to people that they don't like. That's not to say that you should bend over backwards trying to brown nose kiss ass and form friendships with people who would rather not be involved with you. But it is directly saying that you'll get a lot farther in life and things will be a lot easier for you when you have more resources to draw from than the limited pool that you have created for yourself. Having more people that you can call friends or that will call you friends is always a better position to be in. That's not the new math. That should be understood by everybody. But that's my opinion, right? That's just an opinion. Some people say, well, fuck out of here. I don't need nobody but myself. I'd be like, you don't need nobody but yourself. Yeah, I don't need nobody but myself. I'd be like, motherfucker, you scared of mice. You scared of mice. Don't tell me that you don't need nobody. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. You sound crazy. You can't be afraid of something this big and tell me that you're independent. I'm sorry. Of course, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, baby. Like, motherfuckers be scared of mice when they dead. It's a dead mouse in the house. I'm like, what, is he a zombie? Scoop the motherfucker up and get him up out of there. Motherfuckers be, listen. Motherfuckers be scared of a dead mouse because the dead mouse won't run from them. Like, it's still there. Like, don't worry. It'll decompose and then eventually it'll just be a skeleton. Man. Cheryl Hudson says, that's the difference of having a fatherly figure around the house. The male intimidation, the deep voice. Yeah, even babies respond to that. It really is amazing the way that babies, newborn babies, infants will respond to the power of a male voice. It'd be like, hey, come on now, you need to stop all that crying. It's like the baby trying to figure it out. Like, I'm in distress, but maybe this ain't the time for that. I'll wait till daddy go to work. God damn. Daddy ain't got no job. Fuck it. Stacy Green is all up on the scene. How you feeling? How you doing? Yo, good to see you, I mean. Word up. So we're talking about no opinion formed against me shall prosper. How do you deal with people's negative opinions of you? Do you normally strike back? Do you defend yourself? Are you quick to defend yourself? Or do you listen to what they have to say? Or try to clarify where their opinion may come from? The choice really is yours. But I think that either way it goes, it's going to have an effect on how you deal with that person for sure. How you deal with that person is probably going to be affected by that. Because it's like, I thought we was cool. You tried to play me for a fool the other day. I saw you chilling with some other dude. You thought y'all was all that. You thought you was all that. No. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I mean? So yeah. There gonna be times when people have something to say about you and you're gonna feel some kind of way about it, but will you avoid those people? Sometimes we avoid people who have negative opinions about us. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. Like, I know such and such don't like me. And it's really tough when it's somebody that you like or want to like you and you know that they don't feel good about you. And not even just talking about a romantic situation. I'm just talking about, like, if it's just somebody that you like and respect, you're like, damn, they don't think I'm shit, huh? Part of the game is that. The beauty I cannot see Cherry says, sometimes I allowed opinions to hurt me like butter knife cuts. Not enough to wound, but I still feel it. That's just your feelings. Like, and I'm not going to discount the way that you feel. But we you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, Dana Dang. I'm gonna tell you like this, Dana Dang, Dana Dang. We have to be careful about our feelings sometimes. You know why? Because sometimes our feelings lie to us. Sometimes our feelings lie. Because sometimes our feelings may make something seem way more serious than it really is, because we haven't experienced it before, and things that are foreign to us put us on notice. Like, they can make us feel unsafe, insecure, and uncomfortable. But the way that we've been taught to view certain things, like, all right, let me give you, all right, think about ignorant white people, rednecks, that have never been around black people, but have been taught that black people are bad, that they are dangerous, that they hate white people. All they want to do is kill white people, and things like that. If you're taught that not only should you be racist, you should be reactionary or proactive in eliminating somebody else because they mean you nothing but harm. It's going to have an effect on, even if a black person or somebody, whatever, tries to do something for you. So your feelings, based on what you've been taught, based on your conditioning, is telling you black people are bad. All of them, they're bad. So when you see a black person for the first time, it's almost like they have the obligation to prove themselves to you. And who the fuck is you? But they may be the most decent person in the world. Because you know how black people are always trying to please white people. You know how some black people feel so validated by white people. You know how it goes. It's something that irks a lot of us, but for some people, it's a natural and real thing. But so your feelings about somebody that may be trying to help you, your feelings may be telling you that they're trying to hurt you. We can't always trust our feelings. Sometimes we have to just put the evidence on the table. But sometimes our feelings won't allow us to do that. Sometimes our feelings just won't allow us to think rationally because we're in fight or flight mode. And it's hard to fight through that for some people. It's hard to fight through the fight or flight. So we fighting and we fleeing at the same time. Stacey Green says it feels terrible when your own mother does stuff to sabotage you. Damn, I was just talking. Sabotage you. We was just talking about, when your parents have an opinion of you, but I didn't go into that part. But that's very real, and I have heard people talk about that in depth Stace. That's a tough ass situation. The person who was supposed to be your first hero or heroine, they the ones trying to take you out. And they saying that it's all your fault. I get the money, so I don't care. Shirley Sherrill says, only thing that makes me really want to fight, I don't like when someone gives their opinion and get mad when you don't do what they may have suggested. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, when they get mad when you don't do what they may have suggested. Shirley Sherrill husband says, give me your opinion. It's not you give me an order. Chill out. And that's true. That's true. Stacey Green says, that's how whites are on my job. They are so racist, it doesn't make sense. Can't stop that. But sometimes they have to throw away the opinions that they have. You know what? All right, fuck it, Stacey. We're gonna do this. Because you brought two interesting points, right? And all right, let's deal with the mom part first. All right, if you are in a situation where your mom is trying to sabotage you, first we have to take a look at what they're trying to sabotage. There have been some people whose mom have tried to ruin opportunities for them for different reasons. For example, like let's say after high school, you had plans to go military, but your mom wanted you or needed you or depended on you to help with your younger siblings around the house. So your military recruiter comes by the house and your mom tells him, well, he smoked a lot of weed, or she smoked weed. Well, back in the day, I don't know how the military handles it now, but back in the day, you had to profess to have never used drugs before in order to get into the military. Yeah, a lot of people lied, but that's what you had to say. I never smoked weed. They ain't asking about alcohol, even though the legal age limit meant that if you were just getting out of high school, you should have never touched alcohol yet. But anyway, so your mom could go behind your back and tell your recruiter some shit like that. Well, they get high all the time, and they're part of a gang, some shit like that. Does that have anything to do with their opinion of you? It could, because their opinion of you could have been that you wouldn't be good in the military. You're not good enough to serve this country, or their opinion of you is that your place is in the home helping out. So they're not going to allow their opinion of you to be one who abandoned the family. You ain't going nowhere. Tell your boyfriend or your girlfriend that you cheating, and you might not have been cheating. Well, all I know is her ex be coming around here all the time. His ex be coming around here. She just called me today. Look at my call log. You know what I'm saying? So Stacey says she can't ruin an opportunity right now. She breaks and does stuff around the house too because she's angry at me. She told family members stuff about me to sway their opinion about me. Damn. Yeah, when you're the one doing wrong, you might do that kind of shit. People don't like to be called on their shit. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. I'm really sorry that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Or that's happening to you. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And hopefully y'all rectify that situation sometimes in the future. I'm of the opinion that as long as you are still alive, you can fix anything that's broken in your life. Not saying that it'll be easy though, but something like that to me is too important to allow it to just stay the way it is. So I hope and pray that y'all someday get that together. But let me ask you this though, Stacey. Was her opinion against you, and would she try to make the opinion of your other family members? Was it working? Did she get them to sway their opinion against you, or did they look at it like Stacey ain't like that? She need to stop that shit. She know damn well that that's not how she is. She need to cut that out. Did it work? Stacey says, remember I told you that I was also homeless at 15. Yeah, I remember. Oh God, she lives with you? Fuck. It didn't work. Thank God for that. So it's probably the opinion of your family members, like whatever your mom's name is. Let's call her Clara. You know how Clara is. Clara crazy. Clara be, and I'm not trying to say your mom is crazy. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just giving an example. Like Clara be on that bullshit. You know what I mean? You can't believe nothing she say. That might be their opinion of her. Like, yeah, she just be hating. She's stuck in her own ways, and you know how she is. That might be their opinion of her. So their opinion of her may be that she's not credible. She's not credible. We can't trust her opinion about Stacey because our opinion about Clara is that Clara is on some bullshit. And she will not be truthful about the negative ways that somebody is. Like, we have to consider the source and take it with a grain of salt when it comes to Clara's opinion of somebody, because she don't be representing. Stacey says it only worked for the people who don't live in Philadelphia because they don't know me. Well, we can't do anything about the opinions of those that we can't see. But even with that, there's some things when I say that you have to take it with a grain of salt and you have to consider the source. If she's living with you, but has nothing great to say about you, you know what most rationally thinking people are going to think about her. Like, so you just dying to be abused and dissed by your daughter, huh? Follow her everywhere she go, huh? She move, you move. She move, you move. You must be looking out from behind. But once again, I'm sorry that's what's going on with you. And Stage, never be shy about seeking out professional help, because we can all use it. I'm not trying to say that anything is wrong with you emotionally, mentally, anything like that. I just know that therapy works, and it works a lot for people who don't think that it works or who don't understand it. And I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you've never done it or had it or don't understand
Sorry, I'm trying to get
Shut up, shut
this
up.
kind of thing.
Shut up. You shut up. But yeah, don't even if somebody else won't agree to go, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go. Because sometimes we can use therapy in order to deal with somebody who doesn't want to cooperate with us. It's not always about, getting that person to cooperate. We have to be able to cope with the people who will not cooperate. We have to be able to cope with those who won't cooperate. So, in my inability to offer you any advice, I will say that I just encourage you to get the help that you need. Do it for you. Do it for you. It's not about nobody else. Do it for you if you see fit to do so. Yeah. So what do we do? When we first get that hit from somebody who we like, love, respect, admire, and we find out that their opinion about us is not a good opinion, whether it's right or wrong. What about when it's true? What about when the people's opinions of us ring with some truth? How do we deal with that? Do we still say, so what? I don't care about your opinion, or do we say, timing is very important, and the touch that people put on things is important too, because the way that somebody presents their opinion to you can have a very big effect on how you'll handle it. So somebody be like, man, I'm telling you, that shit you be doing is fucked up. That shit is dumb. Nobody want to hear that dumb shit. Yeah, you're probably going to react to that differently than if somebody says, listen, you got a good team there, but you need a new coach. You know what I mean? I like what you're doing, and what you're doing is good, but I just think it could be better if you tried this. Have you ever thought about this? Look, such and such did this and it worked. This is what came out of it. What you think about that? Think maybe you should try that? I can help you. Presentation. It's yo, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit. This getting through this thing called life, dealing with our emotions, because our emotions take a hit. They do, man. You get from one age to another. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Yo. Hold on. Have you ever? Is there any period in any of your lives? It may be a whole decade. You wonder how you got from this decade to that decade. Like, you are seriously wondering, like you having an out of body experience. Like, how the fuck did I make it from 1980 to 1990? Because I didn't know. I didn't block. It was so fucked up. I didn't block most of it out. It's almost like it was 1979 and then it was 1989. And I can't tell you nothing about 80 to 88, 89, whatever. Like, that's how hard it can seem when you are forced to learn what you really probably wanted to reject. I could have said when you're forced to accept what you probably wanted to reject, but that's not. It's a learning experience. Everything good or bad that you experience in your life is a learning experience. You're learning what you want and what you don't want. What's good for you, what's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. It's real tough. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But there can be pockets of your life that are like that. Like it was so much for you. It was too much for you to the point where you just basically said, no, I can't do this. Had to block it out. Well, our goal is to try to avoid those times when it was like that. Good looking out. Good looking out, beauty. I could not see cherry. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of you, beauty, I could not see cherry. You just made me think about yesterday's show when you were saying, we remember we was talking about black don't crack, and you was talking about how beautiful the women in your family are, but you wouldn't want to trade them their experiences. You might want to look like them, but you wouldn't want to live like them. Real shit. I was wondering if you understood. I'm sure you do. The depth of what you said, like that shit is real. And that's basically saying that all that glitters ain't gold. And I'm not saying that they are into some crazy shit. What I got out of that was that you were saying that, yo, they've had to go through the fire. They've had to endure things that would have broken anybody else that just didn't have the strength to hold up. But meanwhile, on the outside, it looks like it's all peaches and cream. Does anybody actually eat peaches and cream? I've never actually seen anybody eat peaches and cream. Is peaches and cream good? I mean, peaches are sweet, cream is sweet, but do they go together? And if it's so popular, peaches and cream, how come I never see anybody eat peaches and cream? Hey, yo, it's not like they said strawberry and chocolate. Nobody says, yo, it's all strawberry and chocolate. But if they did, I'd be like, yeah, you do see people eating strawberry and chocolate. But I would say, yo, everything is all strawberry and chocolate. I guess it don't flow as well. Yo, it's all peaches. It's peachy. Peaches and cream. Some people don't even like peaches. Be like, yo, it got too much fuzz in it, man. I don't like peaches. Give me a nectarine. Smooth. I like peaches. I like cream. But I never ate peaches and cream. Stacy Green says, oh, I ain't going nowhere with her. All right, Stacy. I was just putting it out there, man. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I swear I don't want no smoke. No smoke. No. I'm good, man. Sure says, if your opinion is true and you are giving me advice that makes your opinion useful to me, and you can take my honest option, you probably take my honest opinion of your opinion, then let's dance. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the songs they're playing on the radio. Let's dance. And if you say, run, I'll run to you. And if you say hi, I'll hide. Because my love for you may break my heart in two. If you should say, call into my arms, tremble like a flower. We about to get on the out of here. Yes, sir, we about to get up out of here. I'm about to go watch the Eagles game, man. They better. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. Fucking Carson Wentz, man. Fuck Carson Wentz, right? Fuck that nigga, right? Fuck Carson Wentz, man. Fuck that nigga. Fuck it. He keep making us lose. Stacey Green says, yuck, I don't eat any dairy anymore. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. No dairy. That's what I'm talking about. Because talking black folks out of dairy, they be like, now hold on. I stopped eating pork. I even cut down on the meat. You gonna tell me I can't handle cheese? I can't handle milk? Like, no. I can't handle eggs? No. You can't. Pasta? No. All right. Beauty, I cannot see. Cherry says, beautiful crystals, vases with cracks in women in my family, abused emotionally, physically, rapes and abandonment. But if you see my grandmother, she looks flawless. God damn. Damn, say, yo, say, yo, what you doing? What we doing? But I feel you, though. I feel you. I really do. It's crazy as hell, but I feel you all day. All day, every day. We're about to get on about it here, y'all. We're going to do these birthday shout-outs. We have some birthday shout-outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 27th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-T-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-T-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. Rachel Strong. Happy birthday to you, Rachel. And also Lisa E. Risco. Happy birthday to you. And Omni Z, turning 50 years old today at 1970, babies. Yeah, with the blind and the triple crazy. That's my word. Happy birthday to you, Oni Z. And Boss Lady Goolsby, turning 37 years old today. And Princess S.A., happy birthday to you. And Donald McIntyre, turning 57 years old today. No relation. And Brandy Hardy, turning 35 years old today. And Lady B, not Lady B, the old school rap DJ from back in the day, Power 99, but this Lady B. And Malika Bruce, happy birthday to you, Malika Bruce. And Maurice Denzern, happy birthday to you, Maurice. And Dominic Wooten, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Daryl Bell. Last but not least, Daryl Bell. You know what I noticed? No men came on this show today. That's crazy. No brother from another mother, Norris Hill. No Ansel Jones. Samaj Network. What's good? We're having my brothers. You know what I mean? Letting me defend for these ladies. What's good? I'm gonna make some calls after this. Good things happen to those who wait and dictate how people form opinions about you. Because at the end of the day, they're going to have to come up with proof about what their opinions of you are to someone. And I just think that it's okay for you to have what it takes to come right back at them like, fuck you talking about. You know what I mean? Fuck you these niggas talking about. Yeah, well, your opinion, I understand that your opinion is this, that, and the third, but there just isn't any evidence to back up your opinion. So if it's all the same, I would encourage you, or I would request that you keep your opinions to yourself, your negative opinions to yourself about what I'm doing, because that's not that ain't it right there. That ain't it right there, son. So I'm gonna get back at you. I'm gonna holler back. Holla. We will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another daily go-getterism show. But this has been the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. I'ma holler back at y'all. When I holler back at y'all, I'ma holler back at y'all strong as I came at y'all. Word up. And all right, Blog Talk. So we out of here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk
You know what I
Radio.
mean? Thank you. Thank you. Peace, y'all. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to share the show. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Now we go bye-bye. 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 We go bye-bye.